I can't close my eyes. There's a feeling somewhere inside.
All right, guys, we are back live with the eSports Report. I'm joined by a very special guest. You know him as the 10-time champion now for Call of Duty. Been winning since COD Champs for Black Ops 2. Mr. Aches, welcome to the show, my friend.
How you doing?
Very good, very good. So we're going to get a graphic for your face eventually here. But, Aches, it's been a crazy week, and especially a crazy 2 days following PAX. First of all, congratulations at PAX. Was it difficult at all? Where did you guys struggle, if anywhere?
Thank you, but no, it wasn't difficult at all. I mean, really, it was just a matter of just staying composed, which, I mean, after champs and really just our experience, we're getting really, really good at. But as far as the tournament went, yeah, it was the easy breeze for us. I think 9-2 overall map count, losing 2 in the grand finals. But yeah, no, it was a fun, pretty easy tournament.
Well, I wanted to bring you on to talk a bit about these roster changes, and you just pointed it out there. You lost 2 maps, again, strictly business in the grand finals, able to take those games from you. But talk to me a little bit about the new line of FaZe Black. It's 3 of the original SB members now playing with Formal. Is this squad better with Formal than Apathy?
Really, man, I'm not sure when I look at it, because I know, like, Apathy was their completely, like, their X factor. Like, if he went off, they won. If it was really relying on him and Respawn. But now with Formal, I mean, I think they added a little bit more slaying power, but I really don't know how it's going to affect their team. I'm kind of surprised they picked Vito back up, but yeah, I don't know. I think it's going to come down to really what kind of role they put Formal in, or if Saints kind of adjust his role.
So we'll see what happens with FaZe Black. I also want to get your thoughts on some of these other lineups. Envy, making the move, finally saying that we don't have enough strength in the slaying department. We're going to go after Parasite and bring him on the squad to join Merc, Study, and Nameless. Is that a good move for not only Envy, but also for Parasite as a player?
I would say for Envy, they definitely benefited. Like you said, they needed more slaying power, and they kind of realized that. But I mean, Envy's like one of those teams that they're so good once they catch fire. But as long as like personalities don't clash and Parasite gets along with everybody, I think that team's gonna really see a lot of improvement, especially in Respawn. But as far as a move for Parasite, I mean, business-wise, maybe, you know, you kind of got to look at, like, what did he have on Curse? Why did he just jump around? But, I mean, everybody is kind of getting into the thing of, I really want to win. And, I mean, that's really good for him, and I hope it works out for both of them.
You know, I really want to win is something I love to hear from all of our players. It used to never be about the money. Some people are in it for the money and, of course, making a career out of it, which is always needed. But there's a lot of competitive people out there who simply hate losing to Complexity right now. You guys are the top dogs. Everyone's gunning for you. After all of these team changes, is there anyone out there that, and you can be honest here, or you can just completely shut it down, is there anyone that you think, wow, this might be a contender now, and someone that maybe was on the bubble and now is stronger? Is there anyone that could take you to possibly Game 11 ever?
I'll be honest with you. Every single one of these teams got better. Every team that made a change got better. But they lost a lot of chemistry. So as far as I'm concerned, every team gained a higher position in Tier 2. But we're still in Tier 1 by ourselves, and we're going to stay there.
Who's that top team in Tier 2?
Looking at COD Champs, to be honest with you, I think OpTic's going to see a lot of improvements. The only issue is they're really going to have to kind of diversify who plays what role, because with picking up Proofy, that's like a third Slayer with Clay and Scum. So it's kind of going to be interesting to see who kind of backs off the strictly slaying category and focuses more on team objective work. But I mean, Proofy's a great player. He brings a lot to a team, but I really want to see kind of who helps Nadeshot with that objective role.
So who would you think would be that player to transition to objective most naturally?
Honestly, and it's going to sound surprising, it's going to be Scum, because I teamed with Scum in 2011, and he was kind of like he kind of played how I play now, which is kind of just do whatever's necessary, can do anything on the map. Right. But it's really going to be up to Scum, because he can be objective-minded at times, but if he can play that role where he's objective-minded but still plays for kills and helps his team slay and keep map control, they're going to see a lot of improvement. Really, I want to see Proofy become like a strict hardcore slayer along with Clay. and I want to see how that squad turns out.
And do you keep Proofy in the SMG role? Do you make him back to the AR and Clay take on more of the SMG? How do you see the ideal scenario working out for OpTic Gaming?
It's gonna be interesting. I think every team's kind of now switching over that subs are. They're seeing subs are more, not so much more important, but more useful. You see Karma now using a sub a lot more than an AR.
Yeah.
So I think Proofy will definitely be that sub player, and then Clay will kind of go back to or stay what he's doing now, just switching back and forth between the AR and the sub.
I like it. Let's go over to TK now. So Team KALIBER, they've had their ups and downs. Of course, right after COD Champs not finishing in the money, they lost 2 players. Formal and Theory announced that they didn't want to be a part of the TK organization anymore. Sharp went on, picked up Methods. They grabbed Apathy for a 2K as a fill-in. They win that 2K, and now a week later, Dito's added to the roster. He's dropped, or he leaves the roster, and they pick up Neslo. Honestly, I thought that the Neslo pickup is a move that they should have had over Dito in the first place. What do you think about the new TK lineup? Sharp, Goonjar, Apathy, and Neslo.
Yeah, I agree with bringing Neslo back. That was a smart move for them. I feel bad for the TK guys. They're always getting kind of like screwed over last minute. But I do think they're going to improve. They're bringing back Neslo. Obviously, a lot of chemistry there. Goonjar, Sharp, Neslo, solid 3. But the question is, what is TK going to do for UMG Niagara? Having that Apathy cannot go, and they don't have a fill-in right now. So it depends on who they're going to have practice with outside of Season 2. I'm probably going to be one of their subs.
Is
but yeah.
UGC Niagara even that big of a deal for Team KALIBER, or can you just take a tournament off?
I mean, taking a tournament off kind of affects you pretty negatively sometimes because you miss out on all the competition, and then you kind of come back online. You have less land practice, and then going into Anaheim. I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do, but I feel like they're still a squad team. Again, Apathy is one of those players that is just explosive, can be like the absolute dominant force if he's on. But you know, I really like that they brought Neslo back, and I think it's gonna suit them well.
Well, you've now been to 2 finals with Strictly Business. Apathy defeating you at the U.S. Championships, looking to see what he can bring over to TK. TK, though, was the team that you guys were meeting up with in the finals back in the day when you guys first started your run. Where has TK kind of gone in the last 3 months in your eyes, and where do they stack up against everyone else at this moment?
To be honest,
yeah.
Now that they have Neslo back, I feel like they're back in a better position because now Apathy can play the exact same role Theory did, and in my opinion, he's probably going to be a little bit better at it because he has more experience in his X Factor role and his focus in OBJ, going off in search. As long as Sharp, Goonjar, and Neslo can get their chemistry back and kind of set their core 3 like how me, Tyler, and Krim have, I really think this TK squad is gonna open some eyes.
All right, honest answers here: FaZe Red, FaZe Black.
That's interesting because now the FaZe Black team is the old Strictly Business. I don't know. I think online in Season 2 you're gonna see FaZe Red outperforming FaZe Black. FaZe Red they have so much more chemistry. That's really what they found their team on, and now with Theory, they're all just unselfish players, and they work together really well. FaZe Black, I'm kind of interested. I know before this PAX event, they broke up. They didn't like Dito. Dito and Censor had a lot of just arguments and kind of just BS in between them two. So if they work on their personality differences, they're going to be a stick team as well. But I'm going to have to give it to FaZe Red.
All right, well, we got about 3 more minutes before the roster's locked. Guys, we're going to take one of those minutes to throw to a commercial break. When we return, we'll announce all 12 starting lineups for Season 2. Aches will break down who he thinks will be the toughest challenger and who could potentially move up in the ranks for the MLG COD League. We'll be right back.